But for every 10
This
comments on this video,
was a
I'm going
terrible
to add
idea.
one more roster to the next roster.
This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here and welcome to another episode of Roster Review. For those new to the series, this is where I take a look at your rosters that you submit in my roster review chat that's in my Discord server. So if you want me to in the future maybe take a look at your roster, maybe give you some advice on it, go on to my Discord server, link in the description, and post it there. Rules are you can only try your luck once every 24 hours and you can't really tell when I'm going to make a roster review, and I'm going to just take a look at the most recent ones. Also, on top of that, next roster review will come out as soon as this video will hit 150 likes, so let's get it going fast. And furthermore than that, even though this time it kind of backfired because I had a lot more work to do than I expected, the base of the roster review will be 5 rosters. I'll review 5 rosters, plus 1 roster for every 10 comments on this video. I do not account spam though, I do not account spam, I count only individual comments. So, with all that being said, if you enjoyed the series, of course subscribe for more content like this, and let's get into it. First roster is from Vebs, and if you think it's cropped a little bit weird, he sent it that way. This man took 2 separate screenshots to go out of his way to show me that he has a 4-star, a 3-star Swamp Thing and a 3-star Firestorm. And he even showed me only half of them. Why? But yeah, anyway, getting into this. By the threat of that Black Manta, I'm going to assume that you have the gears. You might not have the gears for him though, but I'll assume you have. Pair him up with Bane and with Just League Flash and you got yourself a very strong Just League, a very strong raid team. Black Manta is going to do amazing for you. Stop investing into the Green Arrow, maybe you got some drops from raids for him, but stop, if you are investing into him, stop investing into Darkside. Like, Darkside is amazing in Arena NCA, but right now your priority will be raids and solo raids. And Darkside will do fine at that amount of threat in Arena NCA for you, so you don't need to further invest into him. Invest in your Camouflage Sakkoman, pair him up with Shazam, and the power reduction character, that being Dr. Fate. And maybe in the future you should try and get yourself a Silver Banshee. I don't see you have one, but you can get Silver Banshee fairly easily, and you pair her up with Reverse Flash and Power Girl to make yourself a 3rd rate team. And that's going to be like, let's say, the goals for now. Don't touch Last Half the Joker until you get yourself a few gears for him, and Entangling Poison Ivy. Don't touch Batman Ninja Catwoman because she will not do well without Batman Ninja Robin and Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd. And yeah, other than that, there's not really that much I could tell you about this account. Right now you only got 2 good or 2 potentially good raids and solo raid teams, that being the Black Manta team and the Camouflage Sakkoman team. And try to really focus on those 2. I would go towards focusing more on Black Manta because Camouflage Sakkoman will do very well. Will do better than Black Manta in some specific situations, in some Black Manta is better, but Camouflage Sakkoman will do amazing for you even if not build, because he's got that percentage damage on his special tree. On the other hand, Black Manta kind of needs to be built. So focus on number 1 Black Manta, focus number 2 Camouflage Sakkoman, then maybe Silver Banshee. Try to work a little bit on the Shazam or the Power Girl or the Dr. Fate or the Reverse Flash in the meantime. Like, don't go too hard on them, but make sure they're going to be able to survive the fight basically. But yeah, with all that being said, good luck to you, and I hope you found this helpful. Let's get to the next one. This one is from Celestio. I see you get yourself an Arkham Knight Batman, that's amazing, but I need you to stop investing into him because of the fact that he, yet again as Darkside, will only be good for Arena NCA for the time being. You will of course be very good for raids and solo raids once you get yourself a Heartbreaker Harlequin and an Entangling Poison Ivy. But you are most likely pretty far away from that point, so I would really stop on investing into him for the time being. What you should invest in is your Camouflage Sakkoman. I see you got over there. I'll just assume, And I really hope that the Swamp Thing got so high threat because of raid drops, and that's most likely it. But you might have invested a little bit into Nightmare Batman, and if you did stop, I guess you're pairing him up with Arkham Knight Batman for Arena and CA, but for now you don't really need to do that. What you need to do is focus on Arkham Flan Sakoman, get him real good and upgraded, pair him up with Shazam and the power reduction character, that will be Dr. Fate. You should have Dr. Fate. I don't really see Dr. Fate, but I'll just assume you have Dr. Fate. If you don't, I don't know how you can't have Dr. Fate until this point. But yeah, with a power reduction character and focus on that team. After that, you can start working on your Silver Banshee. She's just 3 stars. She kind of needs to be 4 star to be able to really start using her. And don't try and build Black Adam if you are going to work on Silver Banshee, because you can really use only one of them at full potential, because you will not have enough power reduction characters. And you also have some Justice League members, unfortunately no Justice League Cyborgs, so they are not going to be very useful for you. But yeah, for now, focus on King and maybe on Silver Banshee in the future, and keep using your Arkham Knight Batman for the Arena NC, but stop investing into him because he's not going to bring you, let's say, the bread for now. He's an investment for much later. But yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and let's get to the next roster. This roster is from Chris Baker. And I really hate it when you guys do this. Like, I got over here a picture of his Camouflage Sakoman build. Well, first of all, you're not showing me the fast attack chance. That's below your screenshot, and I kinda need to see that fast attack chance, okay? And secondly, I do have a build for Camouflage Sakoman. Like, you need critical attack chance, you need critical attack damage, and you need attack. You don't need defense. You seem to be going in the right way, but this is very far from being a well-built Camouflage Sakoman, and you obviously have a lot of work to do, and you are most likely aware of that. So why are you showing me this? You want a pat on the back? Congratulations, buddy, you're doing well. You're building the Camouflage Sakoman kind of towards the right way, but put fast attack in there, put critical attack chance in there, put critical attack damage in there, and all the rest into attack, and you shall be fine. I see you have Black Manta 3 stars, unfortunately not his gears. It's up to you if you want to buy his gears with like $10. If not, don't use him for the time being, and don't try to get into the chests to get his gears, because that will backtrack your account by a lot, because you'll need to drop a lot of gems in there to get the gears. You have the Suicide Squad, kind of. You don't have Deadshot, but you have Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn, and Suicide Squad. You don't have Enchantress, but you have Deadshot and Harley, and they're pretty high threat. I want you to stop that. Harley is by far the worst legendary character in Injustice 2 Mobile, and she's going to be useless in Raids and Soul Raids. She'll do decent in Arena and Champions Arena. You kind of need Enchantress to make that Suicide Squad team really work, but for the time being, just stop investing into them. Same deal with Raiden. Like, he sucks. He sucks so bad in Raids and Soul Raids, and he's amazing in Arena and CA. But Arena and CA are not a priority, because the characters that you upgrade for Raids and Soul Raids are going to perform for you just as good in Arena and CA, or just a little bit less good than the characters that are meant straight for Arena and CA. Obviously, you're working on our Camouflage Sakoman team, and that's great. You don't seem to have Shazam yet. Maybe work towards getting him, because he's going to perform very well with Camouflage Sakoman. You kind of have Multiverse Armor Supergirl, but you don't have Multiverse The Flash. You shouldn't really use her until you get Multiverse The Flash, but at the same time you don't have many options. So you might as well start using Multiverse Armor Supergirl, pair her up with whatever multiverse characters you can get your hands on. Keep in mind she has to be with multiverse characters, or at the very least one of them, because if she does not tag in from a multiverse character being in the fight, then her unblockable passive is not going to work. Yet again, a future option would be Silver Banshee with Reverse Flash and another power reduction character. You also have Entangling Poison Ivy around there. You have Harley Quinn at 2 stars. Like, that's going to be a future prospect, the League of Anarchy team. Don't bother with it for now, just forget about them, but they will be useful for you in the future. But yeah, with all that being said, hope you found this useful, and let's go to the next one. And the award for the edgiest name in the video goes to Dead. I don't like the fact that I see Black Adam over there. Don't get me wrong, Black Adam is pretty good, but when you get yourself a Black Manta that seems to have the gears, when you get yourself a Camouflage Aquaman, that are lower threat than Black Adam, then we might have a little bit of a problem on our hands over here. So yeah, stop it with Black Manta and turn your focus towards. Stop it with Black Adam and turn your focus towards Black Manta and Kim-Flan Aquaman. You also got Last Left the Joker and Entangling Poison Ivy. They are very low star rating, but you could kind of work towards getting them at higher star rating. Definitely focus on getting Entangling Poison Ivy first at a higher star rating than Last Left the Joker, because Last Left the Joker also has a chance to drop from raid drops in terms of shards. Stop working on Enchantress or Suicide Squad Harley. They are only going to be good for Arena NCA, and that's not a priority for you right now. Another easy team that you can kind of build is the Silver Banshee. Of course, if you get her at 4 stars, pair her up with Reverse Flash and the Power Reduction character, and you'll be fine for the most part. Like, this account has a lot of potential, but at the same time, it looks like it's going to take a lot of work to get to a decent state, so good luck with that. But yeah, focus on Black Manta if you got the gears first, then Kim-Flan Aquaman, because as I said previously, they are as good. You could say that Kim-Flan Aquaman is better in raids and soul raids, but he will deal damage regardless of how upgraded he is. Black Manta needs to be upgraded. Pair Black Manta with... do you have Just League the Flash? You don't seem to have Just League the Flash. That's a little bit weird. Like, with all the characters that you have over here, I'd expect Just League the Flash to be in here somewhere, but it's not. So if you don't have Just League the Flash, pair Black Manta up with Speed Force the Flash if you're missing fast attack on him, and with Bane. You can also pair him up with Bane and Green Lantern for soul raids specifically. The Silver Green Lantern, yes. Other than that, there's not much you could do for this one. Like, you got many routes you could go for this account, so you should really focus on 1 or 2, and those 1 or 2 should be Black Adam and Kim-Flan Aquaman. If you get those 2 characters up and going, you'll be fine. And in terms of your artifacts are crap. I'm going to be straightforward with you. You got literally the 2 worst artifacts in the entire game. Don't get me wrong, you shouldn't break them or something because you have no others, but break them as soon as you get new ones. And the fact that you get few artifacts, it seems like you're not doing well in raids, normal raids. And if you're not doing well in normal raids, maybe you're not in the right league. Like, a lot of players make the mistake of being in a tier 8 league and being like the 20th place, and they are like, well, yeah, I'm the 20th place, but I'm in a tier 8 league, it's the highest league. No, that's bad for you, because you need to be in a league that is going to, first of all, give you artifacts, have a chance to give you artifacts, so that has to be above tier 4, so from tier 5 and above, and you have to be placed top 10 to have a chance for the artifacts. So if you are going to need to go all the way down to a tier 5 league to be placed in the top 10 to have a chance to get artifacts, then go ahead, do that, because raids are more or less worthless if you don't have a chance to get artifacts and artifact materials. That is a very important thing that you are missing. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one is from AP, and we have a Darkside over here. Yet again, don't really focus on Darkside. You get yourself a Kim-Flan Aquaman, shift all your focus towards Kim-Flan Aquaman, because Kim-Flan Aquaman is your lord and savior. He will get you through the normal difficulty of soul raids alone, I promise that. Pair him up with Armored Superman for now and with Power Girl, and you shall be fine. Like, this is literally everything you need to finish the normal tier of soul raids. Like, it might take some time, but you don't need anything else. You'll be fine with this alone. Other than that, you got Entangling Poison Ivy, but leave her alone for the time being, because she needs her gears first of all, and secondly, she kind of needs the last to have the Joker at the very least. And other than that, there are not many characters you could work towards. Like, this count seems pretty new. I'm going to go quickly over some honorable mentions, like what you should use in Arena NCA. Like, Blade Master Robin is crap, John Stewart Green Lantern is decent, Silver Flash you can use as a support character because he gives a lot of fast attack chance. I guess you could use Deadshot, though he's not amazing. You could use Classic Superman in normal raids and use him in soul raid fights when you see that the opponent has high defense. It will say that in the modifiers of the specific boss in soul raids, it will say something, this guy has increased defense. And when you see that, you swap out your Armored Superman for a Classic Superman and you use the special 2 times to decrease that armor. Emerald Green Lantern can be decent in Arena, NCA, and also as support character. And Atlantean Armor Aquaman is also decent. Also Superman. Like, why don't you have the gears yet for Atlantean Armor Aquaman? Like, they're in the campaign. They're in the first 4 chapters. But yeah, hope you found this helpful. Thank you for submitting. And let's get to the next one. This one is from Ellarzo. And I'm not sure if that's the way it's pronounced. Like, when I'm mispronouncing your names, it's not intentional or something. I just suck at it. Why don't you have a King of Lands Aquaman? That's my first question. Go to the League Store and buy King of Lands Aquaman until you unlock him. That will carry you through the normal difficulty of the soul rates and will guarantee you a top 10 place if played right in a tier 6 normal rates. Get that right now. Other than that, I don't like Captain Cold being on the first spot because he's nothing amazing really. Black Adam is okay. Nightmare Batman, you shouldn't really invest in him for the time being. Same deal with Batman Ninja Lord Joker. He needs the Batman Ninja team to really work. Like, looking at this account, you got a lot of things, but you don't have really anything that you could focus on right now. Entangling Poison Ivy and Last of the Joker are good things to have. Looks like you got very lucky on the League of Anarchy chest, but that's why I don't recommend it to the new players to get the League of Anarchy chest. You got the League of Anarchy chest, you got lucky, you got happy. I got Entangling Poison Ivy, I got Last of the Joker. Guess what? You don't have their gears. They're not going to do anything for you. They are worthless to you right now. Are you happy with your buy now? I don't think so. The thing is, you need their gears, and their gears will eventually drop from rates, normal rates, if you give it enough time. You don't really have to buy them. Though Entangling Poison Ivy gears seem to avoid me personally very hard. Maybe you'll get better luck, but until then, don't focus on those. And honestly, with this account, there's nowhere to really take it. At this point, you should save up resources and really bump into King of Lands Aquaman once you get him from the League Store. And to really make him strong, pair him up with the Armored Superman and the Power Reduction character. And other than that, it's going to be, until then, a mix and match in terms of soul rates, I guess. Like, the only decent team you can put together is going to be, I guess, though you're at normal difficulty, so you only need one team, so just go with Classic Superman, or not. Your Dr. Fate is just 2 stars, that sucks. Yeah, go with Shazam, Dr. Fate, and Black Adam. And yeah, Silver Dr. Fate, I meant. He was near Classic Superman, okay? Go with Black Adam, go with Shazam, go with Dr. Fate, and you shall be fine for soul rates for the time being. It's the best you're gonna get. And get yourself an Emerald Green, John Stewart Green Lantern from the Arena store, because that's going to allow you to use Black Adam in phase 3. You got him. Okay, my bad over there. Use John Stewart Green Lantern and Black Adam and Dr. Fate, or Black Adam and Shazam if you're stuck with Emerald Green Lantern, and just stay in the left corner and hug the left corner, because you'll not be able to be power drained if you have John Stewart Green Lantern in your team. So yeah, thank you for submitting. I hope you found this helpful, and get yourself a King of Atlantis Aquaman already. Let's get to the next one. Okay, this is from Live 182 Mcock, and this is yet again a very weird screenshot that you have taken over here, and you have an account that is in the early stages, so I can't really make for you ratings and soul ratings. The only thing I can tell you is get yourself a King of Lands Aquaman from the League Store, obviously. But yeah, you also don't seem to have a lot of arena characters, so you should really work towards getting at the very least Elite 1. I know it might be hard, but it's not impossible. And what I'll do for you is go over each of the characters and tell you if they are good or bad. John Stewart Green Lantern can be a long-term investment. Primal Swamp Thing is terrible. Armored Superman is good. Atlantean Armor Aquaman is good. Dr. Fate is good. Silver Black Canary is terrible. Soul Stealer Dr. Fate is terrible. Silver Wonder Woman, I guess she's okay if you got her that high threat. Enraged Pain is terrible. Silver Aquaman is okay, I guess. Emerald Green Lantern is going to be decent. Silver Swamp Thing, Silver Catwoman, Unbreakable Cyborg, don't even bother with them. Batman, Superman, and Cyborg can be decent. You can use Flash as a support character to give you some fast attack in there. And you can also use Bane and Green Lantern as support characters. So that's pretty much the breakdown of your roster. So you should use this at the best advantage you can to get as high as you can in Arena and Champions Arena, and just throw some teams in there in soul raids. It's not going to matter, you're not going to do amazing damage until you get yourself a Camouflage Comment from the League Store. If you're not in League, definitely join one. Like, join my Discord server, links will be in the description. You're already in it if you submit this roster, damn, I'm stupid. But yeah, you'll find over there enough chats for leagues to get in. Hope you found this helpful, and let's get to the next one. Okay, this is Matty, and you might see an Atrocitus up there in the right corner. It's because he had another page of the roster that I did not include, because the Atrocitus was the only relevant factor in that, and the only thing that pissed me off really. Like, bro, you got the level 1 Atrocitus. Means you're not using Atrocitus. Use Atrocitus, he's a great support character. Other than that, you're doing fine. You're working on your Camouflage Comment team, of course, him paired up with Power Girl and Shazam. You're working on your Black Adam paired up with Dr. Fate and I guess a combo builder thrown in there. You could go either Armored Superman or just like the Flash, even Nightwing can do. And other than that, there's not much you can really do for this account right now. You can have kind of put together a budget multiverse team with Multiverse Captain Cold, Multiverse Batwoman, and Multiverse Supergirl. If you're looking to use that kind of in raids and steroids, but when it comes to Arena, I see Multiverse Supergirl is much better than Multiverse Batwoman, just letting you know about that factor over there. Flora Poison Ivy is most likely doing very good for you in Arena NCA, but don't go too hard investing into her, okay? So yeah, account is doing fine. Like right now, all your resources will go into Camouflage Sakkoman, and after that you got the choice. You can either continue with Black Adam and get yourself a Silver Banshee. Black Adam is far easier to set up than Silver Banshee, but Silver Banshee will do more than Black Adam, so it's up to you to decide that. You could go for both. I would personally go for Silver Banshee, but yeah, this is everything I could say about this account pretty much. And use that Atrocitus, mates. With all that being said, let's get to the next roster. Okay, this is from Mxlo, and this is his entire roster pretty much. You got very lucky. You got a good start, okay? Except for that Primal Something and that Unhinged Harley Quinn, they are crap. Emerald Green Lantern is pretty good, and Multiverse Armor Supergirl is very good. So far all your resources, as you're obviously doing, should go into Multiverse Armor Supergirl. And you should just simply use all the characters that you have at your disposal to get as high rank in Arena as possible. That's where you get all your characters from. It might be hard, but you'll eventually do it. And really try hard to get multiverse characters, since they kind of need to trigger that unblockable tag impressive from Multiverse Armor Supergirl. Another tip that I can give you is you can easily get your Batman to 2 stars. You can farm him a little bit in terms of shards from the Heroic Chapter 1 that has Batman, and you can league request. Like, league requesting 2 days will guarantee a 2-star for silver characters, so you might use that at your advantage. At the same time, you don't have many characters, so you might have opened some different kind of chests, not the hero chests. So yeah, you might want to open a few more hero chests just to give you more characters and more teams to work with in terms of Arena NCA. And get yourself a Camouflage Sakkoman from the League Store, join a Tier 6 League or a Tier 5 League, and you shall be fine. Hope you found this helpful, and let's move on to the next roster. This is from Red Society, and honestly you're doing fine. Like, this is pretty much a way to sum this account up. You're doing fine. Like, the only mistake, not necessarily a mistake, but the only thing that you could really try and do is focus more on one specific character, and that should be Camouflage Sakkoman. And don't focus on both Black Adam and Silver Banshee at the same time. You kind of need to focus on only one of them, because they both kind of need a power reduction character. You only seem to have only one power reduction character, that being Dr. Fate, and he will go for Camouflage Sakkoman. So right now, even though you have Silver Banshee at pretty high threat, you are kind of forced into a playstyle with her, or at the very least that's how I would play her in your situation, where you kind of have a character that's building combo for you. Like, it doesn't really matter the character, maybe Armor Superman, and then you just tag her in for a special tree, and that's one way to play her, but you are unable to use her most optimally. You can't really use optimally Multiverse Armor Supergirl because you don't have Multiverse the Flash. Right now the safe bet is Camouflage Sakkoman, and until you get him let's say to level 60 gears. Until that point, maybe you'll get yourself a Multiverse Flash and start working on the Multiverse team. Maybe you'll get yourself a Power Girl and start working on Silver Banshee and the Reverse Flash, but until then, Kim-Flan Sakuma is going to be a safe bet. If you want to work on all 3 or all 4 of them at the same time, it's not going to hurt you by much. Like, you can do that. It's just what I would do, but you're doing fine with this account. Congratulations, mate. Let's move on to the next one. And also, it's great that you got armored, you got classic Superman all the way to 5 stars. Like, definitely use him every time you're fighting sub bosses in the normal rates, and every time you're fighting an opponent that has armor in soul rates. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one is from the Noob V2, and you're doing fine for the most part. I really like seeing Kim-Flan Sakuma in higher threat than Darkside. You're doing something right over there, and that Darkside should remain there for the time being because he will not do much for you in terms of raids and soul rates. At the same time, you shouldn't really work on Multiverse Armored Supergirl, I guess, because you don't really have Multiverse the Flash, and without him she will not perform very well. Just like the Flash is something you can work on because you got Justice League Cyborg, and that's very good. But do you have Justice League Aquaman? I can't see him anywhere. If you do have him, that's amazing. If not, try really hard to get him when he's next in the arena season, because that's all you need to complete the classic Justice League team. At the same time, Silver Banshee with Predator Batman and the Power Reduction character is definitely an option that you might be using. You got your Silver Banshee all the way to 4 stars, so I guess she's going to work fine for you. A thing that I really don't like about this roster is the fact that you got yourself Last Up the Joker so high threat, considering the fact that you are missing an Entangling Poison Ivy. Like, don't get me wrong, you might have seen some videos with Last Up the Joker doing lots of damage, and that's possible because in those specific teams you are going to encounter Entangling Poison Ivy, and she's pretty much going to do all the job and make him deal so much damage, and without her he's not going to do much. Other than that, the safest bet yet again is the Kim-Flan Sakuma team, and then the second safest bet for you will be the Silver Banshee team. So Kim-Flan Sakuma with Shazam and the Power Reduction character, Silver Banshee with Predator Batman and the Power Reduction character, and you'll be fine. Also, I guess you could use kind of a multiverse team that you can put together with Multiverse Armored Supergirl. Use Multiverse Captain Cold or something like that as a combo builder, and maybe a Atrocitus as a support character, but keep in mind, don't use Atrocitus as an active character, because if Atrocitus is in play and you tag Multiverse Armored Supergirl, her tag will not be unblockable anymore. And drop investing into Multiverse Batwoman if you are investing into her, because of the fact that she serves the role pretty much as a damage dealer, and you have Multiverse Armored Supergirl for that, and you don't really need 2 Multiverse damage dealers. So yeah, with all that being said, hope you found this useful, and let's get to the next one. Okay, this one was submitted by Team 11. And bruh, you're doing something wrong definitely over here. If you got Suicide Squad Deadshot, that's the highest threat character. Judging by the star rating of the characters, I guess this is a pretty old account. Maybe you just came back after the Kim-Flan Sakuma was introduced in the League store, but definitely that is the thing that you should do. Get yourself a Kim-Flan Sakuma from the League store. That will do an amazing job for you, and you'll pair him up with Power Girl and whatever, I guess, Atrocitus. You also got a League of Anarchy team that has potential, like Last of the Joker with Entangling Poison Ivy, and paired up with ideally Justice League the Flash, or you could do Bane, you could do a number of things with that, but ideally Justice League the Flash, but if you don't have him, he's not the end of the world. At the same time, you got the Multiverse team going with Multiverse Flash, Multiverse Armored Supergirl, and ideally Red Hood. If you don't have Red Hood, use Atrocitus or another Multiverse character that you seem worthy of that. But stop investing into Deadshot because he's not going to do that much for you, and he kind of needs his full Suicide Squad team, and if you don't have the full Suicide Squad team, then he's not going to do much, and even if you do, he's going to only be good in Arena NCA. And yeah, you also have Powered Supergirl so high. Like, you're really focusing on the wrong characters, and don't get me wrong, this is a game, you're supposed to have fun, but you will have many more resources to spend on the characters that you want to spend if you spend for the time being resources on the characters that you have to spend resources on. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and let's move to the next one. And we're going to do the last one in a little bit of a weird format because this man provided me with too much information to be able to compile in Photoshop. So you've got yourself a lot of the Apocalypse artifacts, like upgrade the Firebox definitely, but the fact that you have Radiant at level 9 is going to be amazing. Definitely equip that on your combo builders each time when the opponent has armor and you don't have armor pierce on your damage dealer. You also got the entropy there, damn. This looks like a very good account. Like, you've got a lot of things for that amount of threat. You've got a lot of stuff going. So let's take a look at the whole roster in perspective, and then let's say what he had to say. He's also sent pictures of specific characters and their builds. Kimflan Sakomen is definitely going the right way. Like, it could use some improvements, definitely. You don't need max defense. It's enough to have his base defense. Also, you don't need resistances. So that could go into maxing out your critical attack damage and having more attack. Black Manta over here. Yet again, it's going in the right direction. You don't need defensive stats on him, but yes, he needs fast attack chance, critical attack chance, and critical attack damage. But it's a work in progress, as I can see. Next up, Silver Banshee. She does not need fast attack chance at all, and she does not need resistances, so only attack, critical attack chance, and critical attack damage. Arcanite Batman, you should stop working on him. Like, you're going towards the right way, building him as a damage dealer since he's a tank anyway, but you kind of need Heartbreaker, Harlequin, and Entangling Poison Ivy to really make him work, and even when you have them, he does not really need to be built to do his job. Shazam, yet again, you don't really need to build him, but it's good, I guess, that you have a tank. More fast attack on him would be great. Black Adam, you shouldn't really build Black Adam when you got so many good characters and you are not even building him as far as I can see. Darkside, stop working on Darkside, like he's not going to do much for you. This one needs only attack, so just attack. Literally just attack. She gets her critical attack chance and critical attack damage from her special tree and from being paired up with Multiverse the Flash. Dr. Fate, he's fine, you shouldn't really focus on him. Like, there are other things that you should focus on. Reverse Flash, what are you doing with this one? Like, bro, this one is a combo builder because he has 3 fast attack hits. And if you want to build him as a damage dealer, don't. You have so many great damage dealers. The last thing you want Reverse the Flash to be is a damage dealer. In terms of your account at the very least, he needs to be a tank. Go with defense, resistances, fast attack chance, and health. Red Hood, stop! Like, you're building Red Hood as a damage dealer and you might really like the character, and I get that. Red Hood is indeed a very cool character, and I'm very sorry for the fact that he sucks as a character in Just 2 Mobile, but he does indeed. He's good at one thing, extending the fight against Captain Cold when you're using the Multiverse team, but for that he only needs to use his super move. So don't build him as a damage dealer, he's not worth it. You do have Heartbreak Harlequin, it seems, and fast attack chance, critical attack damage attack, and armor pierce on basic attacks, and focus on building her. Arcanite Batman can serve the purpose as a combo builder for her without even being built, so focus on her instead. Hellboy, yet again, you're going for damage dealer, but bruh, like, even if you wanted to go like with some off-meta damage dealers, you have too many damage dealers. First of all, you need to have 6 strong damage dealers. That's all you need, because you have 6 fights in sword rates. So stop focusing on Hellboy, and at the end of the day, he's a tank. You don't have to build him as deck, but he's not a priority to be built as a combo builder. So let's get back all the way to the roster that we have over here. Let's keep scrolling a little bit. And okay, if I had this account at my disposal, if I was in your situation right now, I would really focus on, first of all, on my Kimflan Sakoman, but he's pretty decent where he is. Second priority would be Black Manta. Third priority would be the League of Anarchy team, the one with Arcanite Batman, Heartbreaker Harlequin, and Entangling Poison Ivy. But on that one, you should really focus on your Heartbreaker Harlequin. And your Heartbreaker Harlequin is not looking amazing, so you should focus on your Silver Banshee instead, and then the League of Anarchy team. So Kinflan Sakomen with Shazam and Dr. Fate, Black Manta with Just League Flash and Bane. If you don't have Just League Flash, just replace it with something else. Silver Bench with Reverse Flash that should be built as a tank, not as a damage dealer, and Power Girl. And then after that, Arcanite Batman with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn and Entangling Poison Ivy. You can also go Multiverse Armor Supergirl as the damage dealer with Multiverse of Flash as a tank / combo builder, and Red Hood to extend the fight. But yeah, this was it for this roster, and this was it pretty much for the entire roster review. Thanks to everyone that submit. Remember, next roster review at 150 likes, and for every 10 individual comments on this video, I'm going to add one more roster on the 5 default ones. And this video took a lot of time to make, but I did it. I kept my word. So let's see the next roster review. How many will there gonna be? But yeah, thanks very much for watching. I appreciate your support, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Bye!